Welcome to the Brox and Max channel. It's yours truly again. Got some time to be working on some stuff in between jobs. Almost all the equipment's back. Got the D7 dozer I gotta get, kind of do some little things to it before I take it back out on a job. Then the excavator, I think, is done for the year. I don't have any other jobs pressing for it. But everything's back. Smaller dozer, skid steers. I'm really happy. The weather's been nice all summer, and we're starting to get some rain. Let it rain. Don't care. I'm all caught up. But anyway, there's a machine that I just bought. Let's do a walk around. Okay, so I know I'm my own worst enemy. I really should just go out and look at this stuff before I purchase it instead of just buying it over the phone and sending it. But here is a, I don't know, probably a late 90s, early 2000s John Deere 555G. Now I know a few things about them because I have one myself, and it's got a little bit more time than the one that I have. Mine's got like 1,400 or 1,500 original hours on it. But this one didn't look bad in the pictures. It does have a 4-in-1 bucket that came with the machine, and that's kind of all beat up. So I was mainly thinking this bucket is in good shape because it's not technically 3,500 hours on this bucket. So they must have been changing them in between jobs or whatever they were doing. And the nice signs that I see is there's quite a bit of grease on everything. Like everything. And that's great. It seems pretty tight getting it off the trailer. And oh, here's some more grease. Look at all of this grease. Like somebody really did take care of this thing. The only problem with it is you can tell just from the hose wrap and stuff, the machine has been outside since day one. The pads are nice. And then you have some cosmetic crap, like this is a little bit dinged up, bent up. The worst part, and this undercarriage is damn nice. The pins are nice. The sprockets are like almost new. I was pretty impressed with it. The only real thing is just these top rollers on each side just have a little bit of wear to them. You can just tell it's got a little bit of, they're not super flat. I'll probably change them out. Same thing on the other one that we had. And actually the front idlers are in better shape than the other one. So there are some pluses about this machine. And I don't know, it's ugly. It's dirty. Hasn't seen soap and water in a really long time. Problem is when I got it off the trailer, it won't steer. It'll steer to the left. I have no right pedal steering at all. I have resistance, but it won't steer. And the guy swears that I bought it from, which I legitimately believe, because how could he have gotten it on the trailer? And the trucker guy that I used told me he saw it steering both ways. So I don't know, maybe it's just coincidence. Any of you John Deere guys, tell me if this is a common thing or not. See, this is in park mode, even though the pedals aren't perfectly straight. But it's a pedal steer machine. And again, I mean, you can see up there, up top here, the headliner has since fallen down from the factory. And it's all, you know, greasy, grimy, oily, and I guess that's a good thing. That's kind of how I want to buy them. I don't want to mess around with somebody that really went at it with a pressure washer. Of course, I'm going to use a pressure washer. And everything's shiny, and you got a little bit of oil leak action. See if there's any oil in this dipper stick here. And there's plenty of oil in it. It's a good sign. And it has Baldwin style filters, so that's, to me, gives you some kind of inkling that somebody maintained this a little bit here and there. Can't quite figure out why the linkage is disconnected for the 4-in-1 bucket. Not that I care, but here's the hoses. That's what's just kind of hanging off the side here. And you could just tell, like, the top of the hood is all rusted just from sitting, and even the intake you can't even see in the clear. This is, if you hit it hard enough, it'd probably come apart because it's real brittle from just being sun baked. Just little cosmetic things. So I'm hoping that there isn't some big issue with why it won't steer. I guess in time I'll figure it out. Oh, look at somebody getting tricky with the night work. You got the LED light bar on the front and the back. Isn't that cute? I started doing some cleaning in the back because this is always a catch-all back here. And of course you can't go wrong with Bud Light apparently. Or what is this? Oh yeah, Milwaukee's Best. Labatt. Wow. This guy was pretty versatile. But the plan is to get this shined up, check some things over, see if it functions like it's supposed to. Maybe I'll sell it, maybe I'll keep it as a spare. Haven't quite figured that out yet, because it's still brand new. We're gonna pressure wash it this afternoon and see what it's got going for it. Is there any potential here? Not a huge fan of this seat, and I'm also not a huge fan of no seat belts. I cannot believe whoever ran this last ran it for any particular amount of time. And the hours, I don't know if you can tell because it's all messed up. It says 37, no, it says 3,400 hours, but it's all burned up like the electrical switch caught on fire or something. I don't know. Still trying to figure it out. Used piece of equipment, you just never know. Ah, where's the rear view mirror? Come on, you need that. And I gotta get the rest of this gross. How does somebody even run the machine with the rest of it just dangling over and saying, oh yeah, I'll get to it. Yeah, you'll get to it because you're getting rained on every time you use the machine. Let's see if this pile of junk starts. Well, we have some juice. We'll get some throttle here, just in case. Really? Well, obviously got a fuel problem. I do not like using the helper starter, but let's... Oh, we got something. Don't know if there's any juice in it. Ay, ay, ay. Why? John Deere start really good. What's going on here? Guess I gotta go get some helper juice. Couldn't help but notice that there is no screws holding this dash in. Anybody want to know what's behind here? I sure is. Alright. That clearly is not supposed to be here. Interesting. Guess I gotta do some more cleaning up here. Gross. Does the horn work? Oh yeah, the horn works perfect. At least something works on this thing. Also have this happening. Can't quite figure out why. It's even worse when... Oh man, that needs some lubrication. It's even worse when this is... Why does somebody run this and not think this is really annoying? I should probably fix that. It's not that big a deal. And like I said before, the auxiliary for 4-in-1 or grapple, the extra hydraulics is disconnected in the valve bank here, which is awesome because it interferes with this regular control. I don't know. I don't know what people think. Just take care of your equipment. I mean, I applaud the grease. I mean, look at the grease. There is so much grease on this thing. So hopefully, after all the bugs and bullshit wrong with this thing, it won't be a half bad machine. I guess one of the many quirks about buying used equipment is you never know what people leave behind. Here the guy in the back, in that catch-all behind the seat, left these pretty decent channel locks. I don't know what the brand is, I gotta clean them up. But it says made in France. Not quite sure what the brand is yet. And then, to top it all off, a Blue Point hammer. This'll come in handy. Thanks. I don't like doing that often, even though John Deere has their own little ether can in the housing there or underneath the sheet metal that you can change out with that tricky little button. I'm just not a fan of ether start. This thing should start relatively easy. It's only about 45, 50 degrees out. There's no reason why this won't start. There's obviously some type of an issue. So hopefully when I do oil change and filter change and just do some maintenance on it, maybe it'll help. I'm gonna wash it down, see if maybe there's something messy with it. Any of you 555 guys, I know John Deere wasn't really thinking too hard about these little hooky things, but don't use them. Look how bent to shit they are. And then, if that doesn't work, don't hook to this. I don't know if you can tell, but there's quite a nice bend in that compared to across the street. That one's straight. This one's pretty bent. Then we got this side, it's even worse. So must be they gave up on that and finally decided, you know what, I'm going to weld some hooks on there. So this is a good idea. What I also don't like about John Deere, and they've made millions of them, is this guard isn't really guarding much. Obviously it did its job. It's all dented up right here, but it's so close to the radiator and the oil cooler and everything. I don't know. Just makes you wonder sometimes. It doesn't take much to poke a hole into one of those with the right tree stick or tree limb or whatever. So I'm going to take it and pressure wash it down and see what it looks like after all the grease and grime is removed. Well, as you can see, I couldn't steer it on the right right side, and then this light is coming on. Guess I'll have to get a book and see what that light represents. Looks like some type of hydraulic pressure issue. I'll look into it a little more. I'll wash everything down and see what it looks like. Can't wait to get this snow, the black snow, off of this. Gross. Well, after that, I'm a little bit, can't see out of them, which is to be expected when you're washing a muddy machine down. But overall, it's not, I didn't give it a huge facelift. It's not like it's a perfect machine by any means. This track needs to be adjusted. I noticed right here, there's a bolt that goes straight through there to hold the track guard or rock guard, whatever you want to call those things. Obviously that bolt broke. That's a common thing that happened on one of our dozers one time. But then I happened to notice the shade tree mechanics that don't quite understand what square drive means. So this was square drive, and they rounded it off and then attempted to grind it off with a grinder. I don't know, whatever. Interesting, but it is what it is. Used machine, I guess you're gonna expect some stupid little things like that. I'll let this thing air out a little bit, dry out, see if I can fool with it a little bit here and there, maybe make it functional like it's supposed to, and decide what I'm gonna do with it. But that's pretty much it for this video. Nice clean machine now, and it's original paint. I don't see anything that was screaming at me that this was once upon a time painted. It's got the original decals. Not bragging about that, but it's pretty straight original. I don't know if a logger owned it. Not knocking you loggers out there, but when it stays in the woods for a while, it usually has problems and it doesn't get taken care of until it's broke. So I don't know. These things were meant for multiple uses. I see the 724, that's Pennsylvania, so it's been a Northeast machine its whole life. And overall it's straight. I'm not complaining. I just got to call up a friend of mine that knows a little bit more about these John Deere dozer track loaders. See if he can figure out how to make this thing steer, adjust it, whatever. I see the hydraulic oil isn't even in the sight glass, so it just needs some things. Just a full service across the board. Hope for the best, cross my fingers. Maybe I'll keep it, maybe I'll sell it, I don't know. But thanks for watching. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe, comment if you wish, and I'll see you at the next one.